Hello collective, welcome back to another video. This week we are going to be talking about using the passion of a Mars ruled year to help you manifest in 2025. Now, it's never too late to manifest, to write down your goals, to set intentions, and especially because Aries season is close. It is upon us, my friends. Aries season is the first of the zodiac, so the true new year, and it makes sense because people feel inclined to contribute to spring cleaning. It's a shift in the seasons across the world. So it really is that initiative energy, that action energy that comes in. Venus is currently retrograde in Aries. Mercury is in Aries. When Venus is going retrograde in Aries, going backwards in that sign, it is essentially calling upon the need to focus on self-love, your worth, your desires, basically what you need to thrive, okay? And then when Mercury is in Aries as well, it's kind of calling us to communicate more about what our needs are. So being more open, direct. Obviously, depending on what your placements are in your chart, it's going to push you to kind of speak out more. Funny enough, Mars is actually a planet that is ruled by Aries. We're having a lot of synchronicities with this energy, tapping into that fire kind of frequency here. We've got 9 key points on how to tap into the manifestation energy of Mars and using that passion, that frequency of this planet this year to help you attract more abundance into your life. So number 1, we're going to set bold and clear intentions. Mars thrives on directness. No vague goals, okay? So you need to be clear, you need to be specific, and I would actually encourage you to write it down. It doesn't mean that you have to have a full picture or idea, but maybe in the next few months, what do you want to create? It doesn't have to be related to money. It can be related to your experiences, memories that you want to make, moments that you want to have. You can also write down goals with strong affirmative language. So instead of saying, I hope to have, or I wish to have a successful business, you can say, I am building a successful business. Number 2, take immediate, consistent action. This isn't about jumping the gun and trying to react on impulse and like getting things done quickly. Things manifest in life is when you're consistent with that action. So this isn't the year to overthink. You can actually just take small actionable steps every day, set those intentions and connect your goals and intentions with those small steps. Number 3, embody confidence and courage. When you take risks, yes, I know it's scary, but when you go ahead and do that, you're going to see a difference in the way that the universe and the energy of your reality responds to you. In order for you to tap into the passion of a Mars ruled year, you've got to set clear, bold intentions, you've got to take consistent action, and that could mean taking big steps or taking small actionable steps every day, and you've got to really be bold, okay? Take risks, trust yourself, be courageous and confident. Even if you don't feel that way, okay, the brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what isn't. So even if you don't feel fully confident or fully trusting in what is happening, that's okay. Are we ever going to be fully trusting in retrospect? Because life is so unpredictable and anything can happen. There's a saying, you make a plan in life and God laughs, and that's literally what happens. So make the plan anyway, and then life will fix itself for you on the way there. 4, use physical energy to manifest. Mars is ruled by the body. You can walk by visualizing your manifestations, visualize what you want to create. You can dance, karate, meditation, breath work. Number 5, working with the fire energy. This is kind of obvious. We've been talking about this anyways. Some people feel connected with using candles, fire rituals. I have never done that, but I know that there are people in the spiritual community that I've worked with in the past that have shared different tips, such as, writing down what you want to let go or surrender, or what's no longer working for you, and burning that piece of paper. Before this reading started, lit a candle that says blessings are everywhere. And just to kind of tap into that energy, obviously the words on the candle are not connected to the fire itself, but everything is intention, everything is energy. Our words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. Number 6, strengthening the solar plexus chakra. So Mars is ruled by the solar plexus chakra. I think 2 videos ago I had talked about the sacral chakra with the Mars energy, because there is that connection with the passion there. But using the solar plexus chakra can actually be very valuable. There's a few ways that you can do this. First, you can actually use food. So drinking, eating anything that's yellow, orange, tapping red even, okay? Tapping into that color scheme, if you will, visualization. Your solar plexus chakra is located in your stomach, your abdomen region. So placing your hand over that region and visualizing it, seeing those colors can be very, very helpful. Other things that I wrote down is like strengthening it through the affirmations like I am powerful, I am fearless, and I take decisive action. Number 7, move with intention in career and leadership. So this might seem a little bit vague, but it's basically about moving and making moves and taking actionable steps. Tying it back to the first few points we talked about, Leo is considered the leader of the zodiac. So if we're going to tap into the passion of Mars ruled year to manifest this year, we're going to have to tap into that fire element, which might include all 3 fire signs, and tapping into that leadership Leo frequency. Number 8, embracing passion in all areas. Engage with what excites you. Nothing good comes out of doing things that doesn't bring you joy, that doesn't bring you peace, that doesn't bring you happiness. That's why a lot of people that stay in the timelines that are no longer serving them, for example, they stay in a job that they feel obligated that they have to do, or marriages that they feel they have to stay in, they end up having what most people call a midlife crisis, or even a spiritual awakening, or some type of a tower moment, transformative shift, because you're not meant to stay there. And sometimes your soul has a higher path for you than what you might think in the mental mind that you need to do or stay in. So really constantly reminding yourself, through every single thing that you do, whether it's something as simple as making a last minute decision to go to the grocery store, you gotta ask yourself, is this really nourishing me? Is this exciting me? Is this bringing me joy? I'm not saying that life is going to be perfect, and sometimes there might have to be certain sacrifices. Like it might not really be exciting sometimes to go and do your taxes, but it's a necessity of this world, right? So there are certain things where you might have to kind of tweak it. Like obviously certain things might not feel exciting, but what can you do to make it exciting for you? Okay, can you make it something where you feel comfortable, where you feel homey? Like for me, like sometimes I don't want to have to sit down and do work, but making a nice cup of green tea makes me feel good, and it excites me and motivates me. To have something to drink while I'm doing work and taking notes allows me to feel more motivated and connected to the task. Finally, number 9, affirmations. So affirmations for a Mars ruled year, there's 4 that I want to specifically share with you, all tapping into the different chakra systems. So the first is, and you can write this down if you want, I take bold and confident action towards my goals. Number 2, I am fearless in pursuing my desires. Number 3, I channel my energy into creative success. Okay, we talked about the success energy there. So we're going to channel any energy we feel, good or bad, into creative success, into the things that excite us. And we're not going to allow fear to take the best of us. We're going to take risk because we trust ourselves. We trust that before we were born, our soul knew what it was doing. It was working with our angels and God to create a better path for us here. And life is not supposed to be perfect. We're still going to get tested with things. But at least if we have that trust and that love within self, we can kind of check off the boxes in other areas of our life, making sure that we feel fulfilled and our cup is filled in certain ways. And finally, passion and determination creates success. So my friends, in order to manifest in 2025, you can use the passion of a Mars ruled year, which means tapping into the different characteristics of this planet and the element that it's connected to. So the fire element. Millennials, you might be feeling a very, very strong pull to motivation. I'm hearing to do something, to change something. If you're going to move, if you're wanting to change jobs, I'm hearing yes, do it. You are ready for a journey that is ready to be received by you. You've done a lot of work on yourselves, everyone, regardless of what generation you're in. And so this year is really calling the entirety of the collective and planet Earth to step into shoes that already fit. They're not big shoes to fill, they're shoes that already fit you. You just have to trust and be confident and look back at all the lessons you've already learned thus far in the past 5, 7, 10 years and see how far you've come, okay? The mindset that you once had is not the mindset and who you are now. Turn notifications on if you want to stay in touch, if you want to stay tuned. And of course, everyone, I wish you all many, many blessings. Until next time, go and grow.